What's up, guys? We are going to play Kirby Star Allies demo today. Gian and I will be playing this as a co-op game, and we are having somewhat of anticipation as we both do enjoy platformers, and Kirby is infamous for its puzzles and platforming at the same time. Now, keep in mind, I'm walking in this gameplay hoping that it's bringing back what really made the previous Kirby games that I've really enjoyed in Nintendo 64, where you get to combine the powers to get super cool effects, which they really brag about this, and how you can potentially have up to 4 players and how they can interact with each other's with their abilities. So one player will be Kirby, the main character, while the other one, it will be playing as one of the minions that you bring along, of which you can either befriend or swallow and get the power too. So there's a huge emphasis on combining powers very soon after, and having a certain amount of friends tagging along to help you go through certain puzzles. Now, what this entails is that this can be played both single player and multiplayer at the same time. Now, granted, there's very limited controls that majority of the time really feels like Kirby has the main abilities to do so, or the main control or decision. Whenever Kirby goes off the screen will change. You can see us having some slight difficulty getting through this bomb setup here. I mean, it's really cool how they let you fail, whereby if you clearly light up the rope, the bomb will explode, but it needs to drop down and then explode. To do so, it needs to cut and then have it lit up on fire at the same time. But really cool effect. It's just that the bots will also do some of your puzzles for you, which really don't add much to the game other than the fact that it's just playing it for you. So that was a little distracting at first, because I know all about Kirby games is that they really want emphasis on the user control. They want the flashy things for what Kirby can control and do. Now, as far as the aesthetics goes, they've really taken the beauty and aesthetic of the earlier Kirby Yarn games, and it's just beautiful. Very grasping for all the colors, the contrast. It makes the 3D world, or at least a 2D platformer world, seem very responsive and interactive with the rest of the world. In other words, I don't find myself remembering that I'm limited to the 2D platform, other than the beautiful background, the transitions, and of course the majority of it is based off of the idea of us really exploring. There are a lot of secrets that you will have to uncover to get certain puzzle pieces, which in the demo didn't really go far into explaining what you need the puzzle pieces for, but I guess they're just collectibles at that point. A lot of secrets, hints, yet again, to really encourage and reward exploring on your own premise. The characters are always as adorable as ever. So as far as eye candy goes, this game definitely does have that. The actual skills and buttons itself is very easy to mix up. We're generally, majority of the games that we've played, the B button would be that of jumping and A would be that of attacking, but it's reversed. A is to jump and B is to tap. So definitely something we need to get used to. And this one was a very interesting take. They're going to split up characters and really emphasize on the idea of teamwork, so that one person has to clear some kind of a button to be able to clear the path for your side, so on and so forth. So I could see that kind of being a Portal-esque, where one player has to function or solve their part to be able to continue for both characters. Now that was pretty cool how both the players were already in the cannon, and the CPU was the one who realized, oh, I'm the one with fire ability, I'm going to light it up. So that was cool. Like that kind of an assistance, I get it. It's cool. But I guess where's the line to be drawn if you don't want them to do all the cool stuff for you? And of course, the giant tree, the first boss in every Kirby game. Super fun, it never gets stale, but at the same time, it's such an easy mode that you really don't have to worry about your health at all. So I'm pretty sure the beginning is meant to get you used to the game, but really no challenge at all. I hope it doesn't deter people from really not enjoying the game. And this is a quick demo right after completing the first stage. They showcase the abilities and the bosses that you fight. It seems very expansive as to what you can combine it with. Super fun. It does hint onto the original Kirby 64, which I really wanted this to be, by combining powers. But this is more like combining teammates, and it can get really messy on the screen. So we're playing the second demo where we're playing on the hard version. Granted, the difficulty was not really at all that difficult, for that being from an easy to a hard version of the map. I don't think we've ever died, even though in player 2, which is me, I was getting pretty low on health, but almost immediately after joining or getting into a new character, your HP recovers entirely. And that, by far, is one of the coolest options. So, if someone's a stone item and another one blows ice on your stone, it becomes a curling stone, which was really cool because I would send Gina off into a lot of different paths and slopes just to have her fly around. That was cool. That was very responsive and a great combination of the two abilities. So I'm pretty sure that's majority of the game's premise, to solve and find out what. It's not to say that there's only one way to solve a puzzle. I'm pretty sure they would do that or set it up as such, but at the same time allow you to really explore and find what interests you, find that combination that really stands out. So here was another premise of, okay, if we can make things iced up, then we should be able to walk on water. And that's exactly what happened. When you do the curling ice over water, it becomes iced, and so on and so forth. This one is where you get an umbrella. And it was actually by accident how we solved it. I was like, okay, it's clearly an umbrella, so I'm stopping the water. But then before I could figure out the rest of the puzzle, one of the AIs blew fire onto the rope and solved it for me, which is cool. But how often will that reach a point where they're solving it for you again? This one was weird. What made the previous Kirby games was how you get to combine, and I believe it was in Kirby Yarn where you got to be in a tank and one person would control the tank and the other one would shoot the missiles and the other primary guns, which was really cool, and I'm thinking that's what it will eventually become. So I guess it all comes down to the variety and how they sprinkle it throughout the maps. Yet again, here's the puzzle I'm talking about, where you need to... It was a very short one, but a puzzle nonetheless. Oh, this boss was pretty cool. You fight King DDD, but he's a massive bro. So King DDD was macking on some proteins and gains, and he gets fed up with you kicking his butt so hard that he gets jacked. I've never seen him like this, which is a little weird because his packs are a little too defined for my liking, but otherwise pretty cool. Really cool into the boss dynamics, because I know that boss battles was what made Kirby games very definitive of its time. So am I excited? I'm pretty sure when this comes out, a game is already out, so definitely worth checking out, if not trying the demo. This has been a review, and I hope you all enjoy.